Episode 101 of Dragon Ball Super. Let's talk about it.
迫り来る正義の戦士プライドトルーパーズ
As we get into the episode, it starts off from kind of where the last episode ended off, with Kale and Caulifla hiding out away from everything that just happened, and Kale kind of wakes up and just doesn't really have a clue what just happened to her, so she had no memory of going Super Saiyan Berserk or any of the absolute chaos and destruction that she caused. We then switch to see Goku wanting to fight Jiren. He's getting ready to fight Jiren, however it is not to be just yet, as Toppo jumps in and uses the Justice Flash on Goku, blasting Goku away. He says that he will select 5 members to go and finish Goku as they both retreat to recover their stamina for the imposing fight. Goku then appears in front of Kale and Caulifla burrowing out the stage, and now I would just like to mention the fact that this stage is made of Kachi Kachin, which is meant to be stronger than the Kachin that destroyed the Z-Sword in Universe 7 to release the Elder Kai. And can I also mention that this Kachi Kachin was also able to withstand attacks from 3 Gods of Destruction and Kale going Super Saiyan Berserk. That's insane, and this is all in Goku's base form, so I think this is just a little bit of a stupid thing for Toei to do, but I think it's just, done for the plot's sake. I think we shouldn't really pay too much attention to it. However, Caulifla confronts him about what he did to Kale as the 5 members of the Pride Troopers appear ready to fight these guys, and they are Kasarao, Keto, Kokote, Zoide, and Tappa or Tupper. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. It sounds like Tappa, but the subs on Daisuke said Tupper, so I'm not sure how I'm going to say it. I'm going to say Tappa for this, just for this episode. And they have a very Ginyu Force vibe to them. We've got 5 of them, of course, there's 5 Ginyu members, and they even have the entire team stance just like the Ginyu Force, and I absolutely love that about these Pride Troopers in particular. So it ends up being these 5 Pride Troopers taking on Goku, Kale, and Caulifla. We then switch to see Roshi fighting a Universe 3 fighter called the Preco or the Precho, and he uses the Bankoko Bikuri Sho, or the Thunder Shock Surprise attack on him. Now, if you remember, this is one of the attacks he was practicing on using during the build-up stages to this tournament when he was training at Korin Tower. However, he can't really do anything while he has this guy in the Bankoku Bikuri Sho, so then Tenshinhan jumps in with the Shinki Koho or the Neo Tri-Beam to get his first elimination of the Tournament of Power, eliminating the Preco. With Universe 7's members starting to all appear, we first get Gohan and Piccolo come in, then Frieza appears holding Murichim from Universe 10, as well as Vegeta, who's saying that Murichim was his target, with Frieza saying first come first serve as he knocks Murichim out of the tournament, taking the elimination from Vegeta. And they got scattered during Kale's massive rampage, and the only people who haven't returned and reunited for Universe 7 are of course Goku 17 and 18, with Zeno eliminating the Preco from the tournament. Then we switch to Goku fighting Tappa and Zoide. Zoide has a hold of Goku, and Tappa's gimmick is that he can manipulate his weight at will. He turns into like this stone tiki looking thing and holds Goku down, while Zoide turns into this big tornado and hits Goku in the gut rapidly with it. And it's very weird because Goku can, he can fight against the weight of the gravity room, the weight of the room of spirit and time, the weight of the training gear that Whis gave them, the weight of the cloudy dimension. So how can this guy be too heavy? Come on, that's a bit dumb, Toei. But nevertheless, we switch to Caulifla, who's fighting Ketol, and he's dodging her with every single punch. However, due to that, Ketol was able to make a bunch of key orbs above Caulifla, and to me, it looks like exactly like just like an electric purple version of Piccolo's Hellzone Grenade, which is very awesome. I think it's kind of odd that this is happening whereas Hellzone Grenade hasn't even been used yet, and it's a perfect move for this scenario. And she starts dodging them, however she starts getting hit by them, and then Kale runs to help Caulifla, but is caught in this orb called the Cocotte Zone by, of course, none other than Kokote, who says that this orb is an alternate dimension. Kassadal starts praising them but says it's an absolute waste to fight 5-on-3, where out of nowhere 17 jumps in, smacking him right in the jaw with the kick. Kassadal says that they got behind him without sensing it, which is very nice. It's a very nice throwback by Toei to the fact that they are androids, so they cannot be sensed. I love that. It was very smart of Toei to put that fact into action, and hopefully we'll get to see more of that as the tournament progresses, as we go to a commercial break. We come back from the break as Kassadal makes these two aura blades just like Black and Vegito, called the Justice Sabers, which is his gimmick. He can make weapons using his ki, and he starts slashing at them both, and 17 sends 18 away without a word, as Kassadal takes him on by firing this huge ki blast called the Justice Bomber at him. However, it proves to be absolutely nothing for 17, as he uses his barrier to stop it without taking any damage at all. Goku's still held down by Tappa, however 18 comes to the rescue, ruthlessly firing into Tappa's back to get him off Goku. Zoidei comes at them into the big tornado, as they fire back but do absolutely nothing. Tappa rolls into the tornado and fires out at 18, looking like he just flattened her, but then 18 comes back out from the ground, throwing Tappa away. However, just as he thinks he's safe, the ground beneath him gives way due to his weight, giving 18 her third elimination of the Tournament of Power. Zoidei uses his tornado to escape, telling Kassadal that Tappa has just been eliminated. 17 is still bodying Kassadal, but just like Frost, he uses a ki blast smoke bomb type thing to escape from 17. We switch to see Caulifla is still getting battered by Keto, with Kale watching, and Kassadal tells Kokote to make a bigger dimensional field around them. 17 and 18 tried to get in, and even Goku can't use his instantaneous movement or instant transmission to get in there because they're an entirely different dimension. Zoidei goes to finish Caulifla off. We have this very emotional moment between Kale and Caulifla, where Caulifla's like, I'm so proud of you, you are my protege, and she starts whamming on Zoidei. However, she is getting absolutely beaten to a pulp. Kale starts saying that she's an absolute burden, she's crying, and this is exactly the moment that she has been needing. A moment of motivation, a reason to go Super Saiyan. As she starts screaming, she powers up, and she powers up with a yellow aura, not a green aura. She has lime green hair though, as she destroys the barrier, blasting Zoidei away to reveal that she has done it. Just like I predicted, she has finally controlled herself and managed to use the real Super Saiyan. However, Kassadal, Keto, Zoidei and Kokote use the United Justice Stream to combine their blast together, with Caulifla going Super Saiyan and firing with Kale against them. And Kale, oh my god, I think I have completely 180'd my opinion of Kale here. Kale is an absolute badass. She bulks up, powers up, and right here, she goes into Super Saiyan Berserk. Her green-haired form with the green aura, the Broly looking form, her blast turns dark green as Caulifla powers up into Super Saiyan 2, and their blast combine to use a kind of like final Kamehameha type thing, except instead of blue and yellow, it's red and green, which is amazing. Blasting all four of them, eliminating Kassadal, Keto and Zoidei from the Tournament of Power. 4 eliminations each from these guys. Amazing. Kokote on the other hand uses a field to escape them. Caulifla and Kale walk out of this barrier as it breaks like absolute alphas, with Kale going back down to base, absolutely exhausted. She needed that transformation and it was fantastic. Kokote says that they can't attack her, so 18 uses one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen from Super. Just like, you know, Goku way back in just the filler between Resurrection F and Battle of Gods. He gets hit by Mr. Satan, flies away, picks up the tractor and flies away. This was amazing as well. 18 literally picks up the ball and just you know, chucks her off the arena, getting her 4th elimination of the Tournament of Power, putting Universe 11, the very popular and very strong universe, down to a measly 4 members left. Dispo, Topo, Jiren, and one other guy. They are on the same amount of members as Universe 10. That's insane. Goku 17 and 18, however, allow Caulifla and Kale to escape as a mysterious figure looms above them, watching the entire fight of this episode. It is none other than the magical girl of Universe 2, the leader of the Kamikaze Fireballs, Brienne de Chateau, as the episode ends there. But with the episode out of the way, it's time to get into the overall thoughts of this episode. Super is the gift that keeps on giving, guys. This arc, easily, like, I don't care. We are past the amount of episodes that the Future Trunks had by 2 now, I believe. And this arc is so much better than the Future Trunks arc. I can safely say this arc is so much better. The storytelling is consistent, the animation consistent, the tone consistent. Everything about this is consistent, and I love it. And the thing about this is, it's not just the Goku Vegeta show, it's not just the Trunks show, everyone's getting their bit of screen time. We had Krillin and 18 in episode 99, we had Kale and Caulifla in episode 100, we had Goku and Vegeta in episode 97. We're all getting to see characters with different bits of spotlight. And even if they're not getting entire episodes to themselves, they're still getting spotlight. Tenshin Han got an elimination. Roshi got an elimination. Frieza's got 2 eliminations now. They're all getting screen time, and I absolutely love it so much. It makes it so that Goku and Vegeta aren't just the centerpieces of the show like they are supposed to be. And it is incredibly interesting that Universe 11 are down to 4 members, considering that they are the 5th highest on the mortal level, and that's insane. It's insane that they are down to that, but I'm sure Dispo, Topo and Jiren, as well as maybe the other guy, are gonna do a lot of damage in the coming episodes, considering they are the final hopes of Universe 11, especially Jiren. But either way, this episode is easily a 10 out of 10 for me. I absolutely loved everything about it, and the fact that Kale was able to finally master the original Super Saiyan is fantastic, and it leads a lot of potential for different things. Super Saiyan 2 Kale, Super Saiyan 3 Kale, eventually I think we're going to see Super Saiyan 3 Caulifla. I think Super is shaping up to be absolutely fantastic. Everyone has their gripes with Super, but right now, man, Super is just on a roll. It is really on a roll with this Universe Survival arc. But now with the overall thoughts out of the way, it's time to get into the previews with episode 102 entitled The Power of Love Explodes, Universe 2's Magical Girl Warriors. As the previews start, we see the 3 magical girls of the Kamikaze Fireballs, Brienne, Sanka and Sue, the main enemies for this fight, as well as a weird image of all the kind of Universe 2 team being almost like they're entranced by their appearance. And a big confirmation here with this image is that the yard rat Jimizu is still in the tournament, meaning Caulifla did not eliminate him as many people thought he would have been. We also get to see that Brienne did transform into Ribrianne, and it's almost implied that there's a sort of aura or attack or something like that that hypnotizes our enemies. As we see these love hearts float towards Frieza, however they don't really affect him because he is very much not affected by that kind of thing, but it almost seems like the Universe 2 team are, and it's very weird. We also see that either Sanka or Sue, I'm not sure which one of them is which, are fighting and slashing at 17, as well as the reused animation of what's happening in the opening. So yes, Super is using the animation from the opening of Super Saiyan Vegeta vs Ribrianne in this episode. And then from this point here, it's honestly really hard to tell where the previews are going. It's very hard to follow. There's a lot of fighting between universes 7, 2 and 10 in this episode, and it seems like the main bulk is going to be about Goku, 17 and Vegeta versus the Kamikaze Fireballs, with a bit of fighting with the rest of Universe 2's team and some of Universe 2 involved there as well. But for Brienne's first episode, it looks like it's going to be a very action-packed one. So with that being said, if you guys like this video, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Do you think that the Kamikaze fireballs are going to eliminate anyone in the next episode? And do you think there will be any more shock eliminations? Possibly 17 in this episode. That's something I think might be able to happen. Please share this amongst your friends, and if you could please hit the bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get a notification every single time I upload. That way you'll get every single piece of content to you as it goes up. I've been AzureAce, and thank you for coming to the video.
You have arrived. I'm here to tell you that if you don't subscribe to AzureAce for Dragon Ball, Kingdom Hearts, and Pokemon TCG content, you will wander forever in the darkness of your heart.